Hey y'all, welcome to our weekly meditation. This week our theme is going to be about connection. And connection can mean a lot of different things. Connection to ourselves, connection to others, connection to source, however you define that. But the most important part in establishing that connection is really through the breath. So the breath for me is always just that anchor that always kind of brings me back to that connection, brings me back to that deeper part of myself. And it really is the greatest invitation to connect with that life force, because that is what the breath is. So in Sanskrit terms, you'll hear the term prana, which literally means life force. So it's kind of the one constant we can count on as long as we're living this lifetime. So the opportunity when we invite the breath into our practice is just observing it as a reminder to kind of bring us back into our bodies, bring us back into our hearts. Because when we bring that intention, we naturally begin to access the parasympathetic nervous system. That naturally begins to send a signal to our heart, which naturally begins to slow down. That then sends a signal to our brain, so our brain waves begin to slow down. And within that slowing pace, that's where we start to access that connection. That's when we're literally connecting with that deeper part of ourselves, really. So that's going to be the opportunity today. So we'll just be with the breath in its many different forms. And that's what we're going to do. So as always, I'll invite you guys to just get comfortable where you are, starting with that soft downward gaze. And let's just start by just being aware of your breath in this moment. You might feel called to take a deeper breath. You might simply be observing that your breath feels a little shallow in this moment. And if so, just acknowledging that. Where is the breath for you right now in this moment? And then you can begin to bring some more intention and energy to the breath as you begin to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And as you feel called, you can gently begin to close the eyes if they're not already. And then just beginning to bring the breath even deeper as you begin to inhale and exhale through the nose. Just recognizing the sensations as you do this. If breathing through the nose isn't comfortable, feeling free to adjust. Just observing the sensations at the nose and the nostrils. Feeling the cooler air as you inhale and the warmer air as you exhale. With this awareness, just observing the breath and how it's changing in this moment. Just a few moments ago, we may not even been aware that we're breathing, but it was always there to support us. So now as we're bringing our intention to the breath, just acknowledging how it naturally may begin to deepen, to soften. And then dropping your awareness to your belly. Once again, becoming aware of the physical sensations. Feeling the belly expand on the inhale and softening and deepening on the exhale. Now just begin to explore riding the complete inhale and exhale to its completion. So just on your next inhale, just continuing to follow it. So you hit that natural point of the pause where it naturally begins to shift into an exhale. Again, just following that exhale as it takes its natural pause and shifts back into the inhale. And just continuing to follow the loop of the breath. You may begin to imagine the breath traveling up and down along the spine. Or it might be more of a visual of a rise and expansion and a softening and deepening. As you continue to ride the full parameters of the breath, if it's comfortable, just allow yourself to rest within that pause, again at the top of the inhale and the bottom of the exhale. Never holding the breath or forcing the breath. Just acknowledging the stillness that resides within that pause, how it's always there and always leads us to our next breath cycle. And now just continuing to let the breath be natural. Acknowledging the cadence and the rhythm. If thoughts arise or your attention drifts, knowing that's part of the practice and gently coming back. Continue to breathe. If you like, you can just introduce a silent repetition of silently repeating in on the inhale and out on the exhale. Just really allowing yourself to befriend the breath. Connecting with it and all its different nuances. In and out. In and out. The repetition isn't resonating. Just returning to your natural cadence and rhythm and flow of the breath. Stay here for a little while longer. I'll keep track of the time. You'll hear my voice when our time has come to an end. eyes closed, but just beginning to give yourself some deeper breaths as you bring your awareness back into the room that you're in. Beginning to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Again, just observing how the breath may change into a different pattern even in this moment. It's still accompanying you. And just checking in with your body and taking whatever stretch is feeling good and nourishing in this moment. Perhaps extending the arms or legs or gentle neck rolls. As you feel ready, you can gently begin to flutter the eyes open. Just a reminder that whatever your experience, our bodies are giving us exactly what we need during our meditation. So whether you felt the breath was in a really deep and calm place throughout the practice, or you felt like you're having lots of thoughts and perhaps that means it was a little bit more shallow, that's just your body releasing the stress and just acclimating to where it needs to be to best nourish and take care of you. So just acknowledging that. We'll end with one of my favorite quotes by Maya Angelou. We delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to achieve that beauty. So whether you're in the caterpillar phase of life or the butterfly, acknowledging that we're all growing and changing and evolving, but that the breath really is always there, always our home base, and always there to anchor us. So with that, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and we will see you next week. Thanks so much.